Hey everyone, welcome back to Learner's World. Today's topic is on the history of music. Being that music connects society, it seems like a very fitting topic for today's video. Some of the topics in this video are going to be over the types or genres of music, though not every single genre, and music theory. So without further ado, let's get started. Starting off with the background of music. So what is music? Music is the combination of voices, music sounds, or both. Music dates back to ancient times in human history. Some notable ages in human history include ancient Greece. It was used for theater, worship, and dance. Early Christian Rome for prayer and worship. The Middle Ages, focusing on love, current events, and religion. In the Middle Ages, musical compositions quite frequently used monophony, which is the single melodic line. During the Renaissance, it was a lot of medieval music, and Renaissance music was typically polyphonous, which means there were two or more independent melodic lines. You have the Baroque period, which includes music covering Passion and cantata. Notable composers from the Baroque period include J.S. Bach and Vivaldi. You have the Classical period, made string quartets and symphony popular. Composers of the Classical period include Beethoven and Mozart. The 19th century music, aka the Romantic period of music. People known for music in the 19th century include Richard Wagner, Schubert, and Brahms. And 20th century music introduced Impressionism and Expressionism. Among well-known composers of the 20th century, we have Debussy and Richard Strauss. So types of music, or just, well, technically the genres of music. So rock originated in the United States. It started in the mid-1950s. You have electronic music, which covers music using electronic processing. For example, recording and editing on tape. Pop is a subgenre of popular music. It started in the mid-1950s in the US. Popular music. The original application of popular music was in the 1880s with Tin Pally Alley. Hip-hop used to be called disco rap. It emerged in New York City in the 1970s. It is characterized by stylized rhythmic sounds. Jazz had a major influence on popular genres music during the 20th century. It emphasizes improvisation for the performer. Folk music, traditional rural type of music. It is a music genre that is taught more by sound than by reading. Blues, more of a secular folk music. Though instruments are used, blues is more of a vocal form of music. Country originates in the 20th century in south and western parts of the United States. Classical music originated in Europe between the 17th and 19th centuries. Feelings and ideas related to this genre are usually unidentified. Heavy metal, it covers groups of related styles that are powerful, virtuosic, and intense, often driven by the sounds of the electric guitar. Alternative rock, it's a pop style music. Between 1991 and 1996, it had changed and dominated rock music. Soul music, genre that groups blues, R&B, forms of jazz, and gospel together, pioneered in the mid-20th century. Electronic dance music, or EDM, music genre that emerged in the mid-1980s. It is a broad range of percussive electronic music. World music, term used in Great Britain and the United States to describe non-English recordings in these two countries. Punk rock is a subgenre of rock and roll. It's a combination of short song forms, raw energy, shouted lyrics, fast tempos, and DIY work ethic. Funk is a rhythm-driven music genre popular in the 1970s and 1980s. Reggae, music genre developed by Jamaicans, developed during the 1960s, incorporates musical idioms from other genres. New Age music. Music genre that creates relaxation, optimism, and artistic inspiration. Music of Latin America. Music traditions that are distinctive mixtures of European, Native American, and African influences. Types of music. Indie rock refers to rock and roll music that is released by independent record labels, typically slots below alternative rock. American folk music, primarily a vocal music. Instruments are used to accompany voices. Disco. You heard me right, disco. That music genre that reached peak popularity in the 1970s. It had a major influence on contemporary electronic dance music. It is known for repetitive vocals and catchy rhythmic beats. Ska originated in Jamaica during the 1950s. Precursor to reggae and rocksteady, it combines Caribbean mento, calypso, American jazz, rhythm, and blues. Progressive rock pushed boundaries of rock and roll since the 1960s, incorporates advanced composition techniques, conceptual lyrics, and longer song forms. Dance music literally is what it sounds like. It is music composed specifically to be danced to. K-pop, aka Korean popular music, known for catchy melodies, visually stunning choreography, and high production value. Bachata, genre of Latin music which originated in the Dominican Republic, known for romantic, sexy lyrics. Opera, known for telling a story through music and singing with a live orchestra. They are often based on pre-existing work. Synth pop. During the late 70s and early 80s, synth pop began to influence popular music, combines punk rock and popular music. Hardcore punk, subset of punk rock. Bands arose in the late 70s and early 80s. So music through the decades. 1940s was mostly jazz and blues. Well-known artists include Frank Sinatra, Ella Fitzgerald, Dorsey Brothers, and Rosemary Clooney. In the 1950s, it was a lot of country, rock and roll, and bebop. It is known for artists like Elvis Presley, Jerry Lee Lewis, Teresa Brewer, Patsy Cline, Ritchie Valens, Doris Day, and Johnny Cash. 1960s was a lot of the British Invasion, Motown, and rock and roll music. Popular artists include the Monkees, Aretha Franklin, Janis Joplin, Bob Dylan, and The Temptations. In the 1970s, R&B, disco, and Motown were seen a lot. Well-known artists include the Jackson 5, Gloria Gaynor, Diana Ross, Queen, and Marvin Gaye. In the 1980s, it was pop, country, glam rock, and hip-hop focused on for the genres. Well-known artists include Michael Jackson, Devo, LL Cool J, Olivia Newton, Dolly Parton, and John Bon Jovi. 1990s was a lot of alternative rap, country, and grunge music. Famous artists include Nirvana, Vanilla Ice, Christina Aguilera, Shania Twain, and Boyz II Men. The 2000s, we saw a rise in R&B and adult contemporary music. Well-known artists include Santana, Eminem, Nickelback, Matchbox 20, and Beyonce. The 2010s had a rise of hip-hop and EDM, electronic dance music. Well-known artists include Bruno Mars, Taylor Swift, 21 Pilots, Ariana Grande, Zac Brown Band, and John Legend. So music theory. Music theory is how musicians learn to understand and communicate the language of music. It examines the basics of music. Music theory defines the elements that form rhythm, harmony, and melody. Also, it covers the compositional elements of music. So, what music genre do some of the well-known singers fit into? So, Jeremy Renner. Yes, you heard me right. I said Jeremy Renner. He isn't just an actor, folks. I'll make sure to link some of his songs in the description box if any of y'all wanted to give them a listen. But he fits into the pop and the rock genres with his songs. Taylor Swift is pop, folk, country, rock, and alternative music. LL Cool J did rap and hip-hop. Ice-T also did hip-hop and rap, but he also had a little heavy metal. Miley Cyrus did country pop, hip-hop, experimental, rock, and pop. Victoria Justice did pop and R&B. Lisa Loeb, so she did pop rock. Billy Ray Cyrus is known for his country, contemporary country, and country pop music. Elvis Presley is known for bluegrass, country, and blues music. Bob Dylan is known for folk, country, blues, and folk rock. Mark Anthony is known for pop, tropical, Latin, soft rock, salsa, freestyle, R&B, and adult contemporary. So what music genre do some of the well-known bands fit into? So we have New Kids on the Block, which is known for pop. Diva, which is known for new wave, synth pop, art punk, and post-punk music. Zac Brown Band is known primarily for country music. One Direction is known for pop rock and pop music. The Beatles are known for their folk rock, baroque, psychedelia, and country music. And the Rolling Stones are known for rock music. So that's all I have for today. Thanks for watching, and if there's a topic you want to see in the future video, leave a comment, and if you liked the video, don't forget to hit that like button, and have a great day.